Hey there. So on our next trip we are going to go to Colorado and probably end up in Washington as well. Maybe Utah. I don't know. We're going to be in places that have snow. We're going through passes over mountains. So we are going to need chains. I don't know if we'll actually need to use the chains, but at the very least we'll probably be required by law to have the chains. So I wanted to have one set for the rear just in case. So this is what we ended up with. So I was able to find these on eBay really cheap actually. They're only like $160, which was way cheaper than anything else. They're definitely made in China, but you know, it says here, right here, made in China. So this is one of those areas where I went cheap. I was told that I wanted the diamond shaped ones, which means you got the diamond here, which means there's some vertical chains as well as the horizontals. Yeah, there's a lot of them online that are just horizontals. They're called, I think they're called ladder chains, so they just look like a ladder. You got two verticals which go around the tire, and then everything else is horizontal. So these are diamond shaped, so they go horizontal in the middle and vertical. So I've been told that's what I wanted to get, and so I was lucky enough I found these super cheap. So who knows if they would hold up if you use these on a regular basis, or you definitely probably wouldn't want these if you were grading roads or were a professional trucker or whatever. But we are getting them mainly just to meet the legal requirements. And you know, I don't know how much we would need. It's a Unimog. So we don't plan on driving off-road into major snow, at least not now, definitely not on this trip. So on freeways, I don't even know, even if chains were required, if we would even need them. So anyway, next up I am going to test them out, try to mount both of them to the truck. I think I have plenty of clearance on this side. I'm not worried about that. But this side is a little closer. On the passenger side of the truck, I think I have enough room here that probably shouldn't be an issue. But this side, the driver's side, is definitely way closer. So I'm worried it's going to hit that fender. So if it does, I need to figure out how to space this. I don't like how close it is anyway, but I need to figure out how to space this out. Also, I need to make sure that these chains fit correctly on the tires and don't need to be modified. They are 365 by 85/20. Our tires are 365 by 80/20. They told me, of course they told me that they would work. So we'll see though. Let's test them out. So the first thing we want to do, from what I've seen online, this is all just watching YouTube videos. I don't have a lot of experience. I've put chains on the Montero. That was a long time ago, and I don't really remember how I did that. And these are different chains. So first thing we need to do is lay them out, make sure everything is neatly organized, nothing's twisted or in the wrong place, and then we're going to start bunching them up. Like this, so we can then drape them over that tire. So, I've learned a lot in the last 2 hours. So these chains, as far as I can tell, are European net style chains. They do, I believe, have the diamond pattern in here. I don't know why they're called net. So, and I found one really good video on how to install these from tirechain.com on YouTube. It's a fire department putting them on one of their wheels. It's okay video actually. They get in the way a lot so you can't see everything. And they have the back wheel jacked up off the ground, which doesn't seem to be an option if I'm on the side of the road. It's a fire truck, so I get it. They have a garage and that's where they sit. So I think I figured out how to do this, and I think that these do in fact fit. The 365/85 R20s, they'll fit on my 365/80 wheels, tires. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do it how they did it, and yeah, let's go try it out. So first, lay it out, make sure everything's generally the right order, scrunch it up. This single line here, that's going to go on the inside. This double line is going to go on the outside, because this extra one here, you can see you have one line, a second line, and then you have this extra. That's how you tighten it up, so it has to be on the outside. You're going to try to find the center, and then put it on in the same orientation it was on the floor. Push that back one back and the front one forward. So the first thing I'm going to do, once this is generally draped, is you have an end here on the inside line. And you have a hook on the other side of the inside. You're going to hook those together on the inside of the tire. So here's my hook. Here's the end. It's just an end ring. Hook those together. Alright, next up, you have another hook on the front and another end. So those need to come together. Here's the part that just takes some, it seems to just take some finagling. You got to get enough slack so that you can put these two together. Right. There we go. Boom, got him. Alright. So next, the thing that I was, you can pull this tightening one, you can kind of pull that tight now. Now, something I tried to do so that this fit better was each one of these hooks, these lugs, I tried to make them sit on the tire at about the same place as far as depth goes. So I kind of worked those around and made sure all of those were generally in the same situation. Also, one other thing I had to do once, I got lucky here I think, is obviously the vertical of the diamond, you can't get that under the tire here. Well, so you need the open part of the diamond to sit here at the bottom. So you might have to twist the chain one way or the other so that you get that diamond centered. so there's no slack on either side. So it's kind of trying to center that diamond at the very bottom of the tire where it's touching the ground, so you can get it to fit well everywhere else. Once that's kind of done, then you just pull this tight. And you can see how these are all kind of sitting right on that bead right there. I don't know that you can get them perfect, but this one, for some reason, it's twisted. Alright, figured out what my problem is. This little thing here was twisted in. So, now that's all straight. Straight. There we go. Rehook that. Now we can pull this tight. I found that these links can catch on these at any point, so kind of help it through all the way around. We're going to take this thing here. This is like a leverage tool. So we're going to, I had to try different links. That one's too much. And then that hooks in there like so. I feel like I could get it one tighter. There we go. So that kind of worked. Kind of work your way down. So now pull that, put it in there like so, and then you got this left over. Now, in the tire chain video, the firefighters did it like this. They wrapped it around here. So like that. There we go. Done. Not too bad. Now let's try that in the snow with freezing cold temperatures with gloves on and lots of clothes. Inside. Good job. Alright, that was pretty successful. Just went down my driveway and back, all 50 feet of it, but seemed to stay intact. It drove fine, nothing fell apart. So we're gonna have to take that as a win. It was nice when I pulled it out, it was a little loose. So I'm thinking that when I install these on the road, to drive forward a little bit and then readjust, make sure they're on there tight. Other than that, everything seems to be alright. Now, the chain on the other side, as I had suspected, it definitely hits the fender here. So I am going to have to modify that to bring that, get some more space in there, which I wanted anyway. So we're gonna have to do that before we can use these. But the chains, as I bought them, don't need to be adjusted, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So I can put these in the back and be done with the chain thing until I need them. So, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.